Welcome back to Adam's DIY universe, and today we're going to be building a shelf. As per usual, I have not paid for these two pieces of wood you see in front of you. They are just two pieces of scrap wood that seem to be the same length or very close to it. Okay, so I've trimmed this stand part of the piece, or part of the shelf, down slightly, and I've backed the rough end of the shelf onto that. I'm going to put 3 screws, 1, 2 in the middle and 3 on this side, and screw that together. Yeah, so just on screws, see how those are quite long? I've just popped them in the top there so you can see where they're going. The longer those are, and as long as they're very firmly secured into that base, that's going to be strong, very strong. If you made those shorter, easier to pull out. Obviously, if you push down on this end, you're going to have less support from a smaller length screw. So yeah, those are nice and long, almost going to go straight to the bottom there, I would say, by the time they're firmly in place. So that shelf, as long as it's firmly fixed to the wall, will support quite a lot of weight. Around this way now, you can sort of see how the shelf is going to look. And I will put, oh, there's already holes in there. Too easy. I'm about to give it a sand now. Not just because it's for a kid's room, but just normally I like to take the hard corners off surfaces. We've all bumped into a shelf before, or an edge of a cabinet or something like that, and it's nice if it's a little rounder and softer on the edge. So I'm going to put some of this primer sealer on the surface now. It says to put 2 coats, so yeah, I might do that. Okay, so I've given it 2 coats of primer sealer. It's had a chance to dry, and now it's time for the top coat. I'm just going to give it a very quick sand with a very fine sandpaper, and then pop on the top coat. As Cookie surveys his kingdom in the background there, I've just put a top coat of gloss on the shelf. It's looking good. I'm going to put one more on, so I have wrapped my brush in plastic. Just helps to keep it from drying out, and I'll pop that underneath the can just to keep it cool and flat, and I'll be back to put the top coat on once this is dry. Okay, so I've got a blank canvas of a wall in my son's room. What I'm going to do is make sure that the shelf is level. I've just sort of moved it in there with my left hand. You want to make sure it's level, and then once you've got that nice and level, there's actually apps you can get on your phone that could help with that if you don't have one of these. And then you just basically want to, however many holes you've drilled in your base, you just want to push a pencil through and mark where those holes are going to be drilled, and then we're going to mount this to the wall. I missed the framing on all 4 spaces, so therefore I need to use plasterboard anchors. You literally just screw the plasterboard anchors in. Now the screws through the shelf and into the plasterboard anchors. I've given it a strength test and there is no movement in the shelf at all, so it'll hold plenty of weight. It's time to start loading it up with trophies. If you found this video helpful, please press like and subscribe to follow along for more tips and tricks around the house, garage and garden. Thanks for watching.